It does feel weird that Trump is this indicted. Like, goddamn. I thought they get him for something. I didn't think they get him for everything. As someone who doesn't like him, I thought I was following the story pretty closely. And every time he gets indicted, I'm like, ooh, I didn't even know he did that one. That's crazy. This man has 91 felony charges. That's more than most gangs. That is absolutely insane. Man, they giving Trump the full nigga treatment. This is crazy. That dude must check his hands every day to make sure they're still white. Just like, how is this happening to me? And this most recent one is the wildest, because if you aren't familiar in Fulton County, where Trump was most recently indicted, this is the first place where they said that they want to process him at the jailhouse instead of the courthouse. Because if they do it at the jailhouse, they'll have to do the fingerprint and they'll have to do the mugshot, which is what he's been avoiding this entire time, which is what lets me know that he's not a good businessman. He's not. Yo, if Trump got his mugshot taken and put that mugshot on a shirt, it would be the highest selling shirt of all time, okay? Forget Supreme. This would be the highest selling shirt in the history of people. First of all of his fans would buy it because they'd be like, look, free my dog Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of them would buy it. And then we would also buy it. We'd be like, look at this punk ass on this shirt. Look at this goofy ass on this shirt. Struggling ass on this shirt. He could be printing money, and instead he's, whatever. What a disappointment. He'd make so much money, he'd actually be a billionaire. You know what I mean?
You did vote for Trump. What do you mean, hey, whatever? You're the one who goes, I said, what do you do? And you go, I voted for Trump. You're the fucking guy that made the conversation weird, man. You could have been like, you know what, I'm in between jobs. I used to play the clarinet, would have been a respectable answer. Some weird fact from the 90s, you know. I used to be a big Blink-182 fan, would love to see them in concert someday, but no, you were just like, I voted for Trump, and that's fucking all the questions I'm taking. Trump is crazy. He's running out of things to say, though. He's running out of crazy. He's promising so much stuff that he's not gonna follow through on. Everything I do, I'm doing it for you. I'm like, fuck, hey dude, that's the theme song from Robin Hood. That's Bryan Adams that you're plagiarizing right now. Everything I do it for you. That would be great though. That would up his likability factor. If he just started inserting 90s lyrics into all his speeches, you know, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like that's...
Am I the only black person who misses Trump? The only one? How? I love Trump. In 2020, that nigga was my sugar daddy. How do y'all not love Trump? He was dropping $600 payments every 2 weeks. I felt like a bad bitch. But Trump really made me a fan when he started doing those Address the Nations, because we didn't have no entertainment, no live sports. All we had was Trump every Thursday. And this nigga got funnier and funnier. I'm like, who the fuck writing for you, bro? You way too funny right now. He would actually get on TV and say the craziest shit you ever heard in your life. This nigga got on TV one time and said, I've talked to thousands of governors. I'm like, nigga, we got 50 states. How the fuck did you talk to thousands of governors? The funniest shit he ever said is when he got on TV and said, people are dying that have never died before. I'm like, nigga, that's normally how it works. Unless we're talking about The Walking Dead, you know what I'm saying?
Trump gave what I think was probably one of the greatest speeches of world leaders given. You know, it's got to be up there with like Churchill, Gettysburg Address. It was the night the United States killed the leader of ISIS. Trump comes out of the Situation Room at like midnight in the White House, and he walks down that fucking tunnel like and gives a press conference like he's giving post-game NBA, and just goes, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog. And I had to change one word of that. That's what he opened with. And then he did 40 minutes. The speech is 40 minutes. The meanest shit talk you've ever heard in front of the whole world. Abu. We could hear him crying. I said, Abu, don't cry. Let me tell you something. Abu cried. He cried quite a bit. I wouldn't have cried. Crybaby Baghdadi. That's what we were all calling it.
Hello and welcome to our American autopsy. Before we start, a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the result of the election yet, turn away now and ask your closest relative to shoot you in the back of the head. This has been the biggest decision of maybe the last 50 years, maybe since the Second World War. I don't know about you, but any time I hear that there's a big decision to be taken, I often think to myself, oh, I hope no Americans are involved in taking that decision. I hope no one from a country that made 7 Fast and the Furious movies has any say in this. Donald Trump sort of looks like someone playing a president in a porno. It's not just that he's the worst person for the job, he might be the worst mammal. Would you have bothered with the hair if you had his face? If your face looked like a novelty jug that was made in a secure unit pottery class. People were saying, oh, he can't build a wall between America and Mexico. The Mexicans have started building it themselves. Trump alienated the Republican base. There were Republican politicians who didn't vote for him. Those are some of the worst people in the world. How can you lose them? There are people who didn't vote for Trump who would have voted for Magneto.
They're gonna arrest Donald Trump, everybody. You're happy about it like you think it's really gonna happen. That's awesome. You think he's gonna go down without fucking shooting back? He's gonna fucking zip line out of Trump Tower, so it's fucking, he's gonna El Chapo that motherfucker. Why is he being arrested? Does anyone know?
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels for dating a whore. That's why you're being arrested. That's not a good enough answer to explain to someone who has no idea about the situation. Why is he being arrested? He paid her off. What did he pay her off? What was he trying to keep quiet?
That he fucked her.
Yeah.
That just that he had sex?
With a prostitute.
She's a prostitute? He had a small penis. These are all very different things. That he had sex with a prostitute, that she had a full bush, that he has a small penis. I'm Donald Trump. I can't have people knowing that I fucked a chick with a full bush. There's no way that the American public can handle the fact that their president is fucking these bush ladies.